Stewie. Hey.
Hey there. So, it's been 24 hours. Got my money?
Oh, you know what? Just give me till next Friday. I'll have it for you.
Oh, that's funny. I could have sworn I said have it today.
Yeah, I don't have it, sorry.
Oh, well, all right then. That's good, OJ. Yeah, that hurt? That hurt?
What the hell?
Yeah, it feels so good, does it? No, huh? Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's what happens. Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man? Where's the money? Yeah, you like that? That feel good? That feel good? Where's the money, man? Where's my money? You got till 5 o'clock. You hear me? You got till 5 o'clock.
You freaking psychopath!
Clean yourself up.
Segment, everyone. Thank you very much for everything. There are many ways that you can support me and allow me to continue to do what I love to do, including pledging to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidefil or buying merch from my merchandise shop at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. But in particular, since you're here live on a stream, one thing you may want to do is consider cheering, subbing, or tipping during the stream so you can get a shout out. If you do so, I will give you a verbal shout out during the game. Keep in mind, when I'm playing Dark Souls, it's hard to kind of just drop what I'm doing to give the shout out, but I absolutely will. I promise you, it works out very well. Also, if you're the top tipper or top cheerer of the day, you'll get up onto the leaderboard that we've got on the screen here. And in addition to that, also we have the cheering leaderboard, which I'd like to call out because I haven't talked about it for a few days. It's built into the stream chat. As you guys can see, the top cheerers of the week, and I'm actually going to give them credit a little bit later on in the pre-stream. I'm going to read through that, all right? But, the bottom line is that there's many ways for you to get recognition during today's stream, all right? I appreciate any contributions. Cheering, subbing, tipping, everything's good. However, right now, in the short term, I really need your help, and the best way that you can help is to tip me, because I have another... Today's the 9th, so I still have another at least 6, if not 7 days to get through before I get paid by Twitch. And the problem is I am strapped. Like, a few more bills cleared yesterday, and to my knowledge, I pretty much have almost no money in my bank account, and I have a bunch of bills that need to clear. And this is not good. I don't know what I'm going to do because, like I said, there's utilities, there's electricity and gas is one, and then there's the internet bill coming up. If I don't have those paid, I cannot work, And it's just a shitty situation, a combination of basically, number one, I didn't get the increase that I naturally usually get during the holidays. Didn't happen. I didn't get anything Christmas week because I was sick. And then January was the worst YouTube month I've ever had. So it was like the triple whammy of things going on that completely depleted the money I would normally make. And now I'm screwed. I'm in this really bad position. And I need your help to get through this week, okay? Once I get through this week and I get paid by Twitch, I'll be all right, but I need to get through the week. So please consider tipping me if you're going to contribute at all. Tipping me helps the most, all right? And so, there's 2 ways you can tip. If you look below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar that you can click on. Or if you don't see it, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That will bring up the PayPal tips page, by which you can either be anonymous or you can leave your name in a message if you want a shout out during the stream. Again, please, this is the preferred method of contribution. With everything going on, I really need your help, guys. Yesterday was a slow day, and I was like, this is not good to have a slow day like that when I really need to be raising funds to pay my bills. Please, whatever you guys can do is much appreciated, all right? Now, cheering and subbing is still much appreciated. That stuff helps me in the long term. If you really want to help me out the most in the short term, please tip me, okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, outside of all that, what I'd like to do is give you shout-outs. I would like to give you shout-outs for your contributions. Does that sound good? I hope so. All right. All right. So, first of all, overnight, we had, hold on, I didn't refresh. I know there's some people who contributed overnight, but I forgot to refresh my Muxie here. So let me refresh it. Here we go. Overnight, a few people actually subscribed and cheered. So let's give them some credit. Thanks to everyone who did. We start off with Golden Colts, who did a 50-bit overnight cheer. Thank you very much. And then we've got Game Master. Hold on a second. Game Master used an Ember. Thank you, Game Master used an Ember for the cheer. Thank you to Etta Chris who subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that. And thank you to Goldry Bluzko, who did a 394-bit cheer. I appreciate all of that. Thank you guys very much. And then we had a subscription from Mr. Dollop, who resubbed for 3 months now. Thank you very much, Mr. Dollop. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, now, with people who contributed during today's stream, let's get started. Start with the 500K who resubscribed. Well, I would say just subscribed for the 3rd month. I'm not going to say resubscribed anymore because it doesn't matter. Like, there's no way to tell if someone just resubscribed consecutively or if this is cumulative because Twitch now has changed it that it only counts cumulative. So, for example, let's say you subscribe for 3 months, then for a month you forget to or you can't, and then you come back and you do it again, you sub again, it'll say, oh, 4 months. So it's no longer counting consecutive, it's now counting cumulative, okay? So that being said, I can't tell, so I'm just going to say thank you for 3 months of subscribing and 3 months of support, okay? Instead of, you know, consecutive or resubbing. It doesn't make sense anymore to say that. Okay, so thank you to the 500K for 3 months of support. BattleDuck 9000 has subbed with 28 months of support. Thank you very much, BattleDuck, for 28 months, over 2 years of support. That is very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Rob Warren did a $10 tip. Thank you, Rob. Let's get this started. It's the first tip of the day. Okay. Let's get him up there. And that starts us off with a $10 tip for the day. Thank you, Rob. All right, he says, just subbed to Disney Life. Would you recommend Monsters University? I remember Monsters University, like, thinking it was going to be crappy because it's a prequel, but I remember really liking the movie. So I would say, yes, I did really enjoy Monsters University, even though it's a prequel to Monsters, Inc. I think it's a good flick. Disney Life, I believe, isn't that the new subscription service that Disney is doing? Much like Netflix, much like Hulu, isn't that the one where you're going to get not only all the Disney movies and Disney shows and content, but you're also going to get Star Wars, Marvel, and, you know, all that stuff under their umbrella, I believe. I think so. I think that's what Disney Life is. I could be wrong. I think so. But anyway, congrats, and thank you for the contribution. Blinks Fire and Stream Chat just says, do I acknowledge people who don't contribute? Yes. Frequently and constantly. This is the shout-out segment where I'm just reading people who contributed. During normal streams, I read everything. It's your subs, tips, and people just talking in the stream chat. No worries. Okay. Ripley Atomic has subscribed for 11 months. And thank you very much, Ripley Atomic. He says, 11 months isn't healthy. Well, I don't know what that means. Plus, he forgot the T in healthy. So, he actually said 11 months isn't healthy. Anyway, thank you for the 11 months of support, Ripley Atomic. I appreciate that. Goldry Bluzko did a 50-bit cheer. That's actually the first cheer of the day. Let's go ahead and get him up on the leaderboard. He says, remember to turn super sampling back on. Well, do you guys want me to? Does it even make a difference? There we go. I honestly don't know what super sampling ever did. I had it on ever since I got my PS4 Pro last, what was it, August, September? So I don't really know what it does. If you guys want me to turn it back on, I will. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Here, I could turn it back on, I guess. I don't really know what it's going to do for anything. Yeah, this is super sampling. One thing that does suck is I cannot use HDR, even though my TV supports it and everything. I can't use it because I use an HDMI splitter, and even though when I bought it, I swear it said it supported HDR and everything, it apparently doesn't. So I can't use HDR, I can't use the deep color output, I can't use anything that my TV supports because I'm splitting the signal in order to stream and capture. So that kind of stinks. But I turned the super sampling back on. I don't know if it's going to do anything. I have no idea what the effect is of it. So, Mingle the Friendly Doctor tipped me $5. Thank you very much to that person. Thank you. Let's go ahead and up the total tips to $15 now. Thanks very much. Shout out to 2 Bar King who did a 100-bit cheer. That was going to be the top cheer of the day. However, Insomniatic Me immediately did a 200-bit cheer. Okay? And so that now has become the top cheer of the day. Okay? So, let's go ahead and update the leaderboard with Insomniatic Me being the top cheer so far. All right. Thank you for the 200-bit cheer, Insomniatic Me. All right, so what I would like to do now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to read off the top cheerers of the week. Since now I finally got the leaderboard, it seems to be working all week now, which is good. It wasn't working earlier this week. Keep in mind, this leaderboard resets overnight on Sunday. So you still have all of today and all of tomorrow to contribute if you'd like to get to the top 10 cheerers of the week leaderboard. We actually have an unprecedented 4-way tie for 7th. It makes it a tie for 7th. All right. Between Roy Kingtree, Bagel Goose, Snowy Saz, and Straight Cash Homie. They're all tied at 1,000 bits. So if someone does a single cheer, they'll actually break that tie. But right now, a 4-way tie. Okay? Pretty crazy. Then, moving up a step here. In 6th place, we've got SSJ 887. In 5th place, Infinite 55. In 4th place, Freddie Lamar Bosley. In 3rd place, Goldry Bluzco. In 2nd place, Zacho Carries. And in 1st place, Judicious Echoes. So thank you very much to all of you for your cheering contributions this week. Although the tips do help me out more than cheers, it is still appreciated for those who do cheer. That helps me out long term, so thank you very much for that. Also, I just received another $5 tip from Pob. And he says, looking forward to some Dark Souls. Have a good stream. Thank you, Pob, for the $5 tip. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and update those total tips again. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it. I think we've covered all the bases. You now know the schedule. You know what's going on with me. You know we have to end this stream a little bit early today, 3:30. You know the deal. You know everything going on. So thanks to everyone who contributed so far today. All right, I appreciate that very much. And we're going to jump in. And I'm going to attempt to kill the 4 kings. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to look for the shortcut to get there. I don't know if I'm going to find it. I think I know where it is, but I'm not 100% on exactly where it is. So I guess we'll find out. But this could take a while. Like, just to forewarn all of you, 4 kings is supposed to be an end game boss, and I'm doing it probably around mid game. So this could be incredibly daunting and challenging, to the point where I don't even know if I'm going to be able to beat it. I'm going to try my best. But it could take a while. I could be doing this for over an hour. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to best him or not. So, Sir Monesloss says, what is the hardest boss in the Soulsborne series in your opinion? The absolute hardest would probably be, for me, either... what the fuck was his name? The guy from the Bloodborne DLC that whooped my ass a million times. Or probably the boss at the end of that DLC. They're both incredibly challenging. But they're fun. Like, once you learn the patterns, like, I really enjoyed fighting the final boss, Orphan, because that was a boss that I played it for about an hour. I fought him constantly. I learned his pattern. By the end, I was running under him when he jumped at me, and then, stabbing him in the back, doing backstabs, and parrying him and doing crazy stuff. That was fun. And I thought it was a really good fight by the end. When I killed him, I was like, wow, that was neat. That was a really good one. But I would say Ludwig was probably the hardest for me. Overall, it was just a major pain in the ass. Some people would say, oh, the first time that I fought, what's his name, in the Cathedral in Dark Souls 3, the guy who basically killed me 1,000,000 times. But the bottom line is, that guy's not tough at all. The problem was, I was playing on Xbox One. And I was playing the game on Xbox One. It ran like shit. The frame rate would dip, which would cause the game to run in slow motion, which would cause my inputs to delay. So it was like playing the game underwater online with lag. That's what it felt like. Like I was playing it online with lag. And that's what took me so long to kill that boss. So. Pontiff Sullivan, that's right. Yeah, he took me the longest in Dark Souls 3 because the game ran like shit. Like, the game was a piece of fucking shit and ran like garbage on Xbox One. Look when I went back to it last year, I destroyed him, you know? Like, I fucking just wrecked his ass because it was a totally different experience. So. All right. So, ladies